right, guys, what do you think? Well, let me show you the exhaust. You guys can check it out. Super clean, nice welds, crossover here. You don't no more bread box underneath here. Super light. We haven't talked about the weight, but I'm going to talk about that right now. And then we'll take 100. Then we'll take a zero, not zero, but 30, 40 mile an hour. Second gear pull to 100, just so we can compare. As far as weight goes, 10 pounds, solid 10 pounds. Pretty good. Yeah, so that's the comparison. Let me know, guys, what you think. Old and new, it just sounds super. I know some guys may think it's too loud, but now I'm in fifth gear, 50 miles an hour. If I'm just kind of cruising, totally relaxed, I don't hear anything. Then I open it up. It sounds good. For a boxer, I didn't think a boxer could sound this good, but it does. Downshifts are pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. So let's see what it sounds like as we're just cruising, if it drones. So we're at 60 miles an hour, sixth gear. 70 miles an hour, still no drone. 80 miles an hour, still no drone. Pretty good. Oh, it sounds really good when you, I don't know if you guys, if the mic's gonna pick it up. It's just, man, this right now, the exhaust is perfect. I just have to say it's perfect right now. Power-wise, I don't know if it's any different. Oh, it sounds really good, guys. Oh yeah, that does sound good. Oh yeah, that also sounds good. Man, when you downshift, it sounds really nice. Are you still a wheelie? I don't know. This is the bike. This is the way the bike should sound from the factory. I know it may be too loud for some guys, you know. It just sounds sweet. So you guys got, you heard it from, you know, me just sitting there, just giving it a couple of revs from stock with the aftermarket Black Widow downpipes, headers, whatever you call them, stock factory Akapovich, but the baffle is removed. Rev that up. Let me know what you think. I think it sounds good like that. Just, you know, just sitting at a light, you want to rev it up, and then opening it up. Just, you know, same road. I just happened to get on the same road and do pretty much a second gear pull to 100. Now, let me know what you guys think. I think it sounds really good. And when I just on decel, I don't hear any pops. No. Nope. No pops on decel. Some people like it, some people don't, but there's none. Overall, I'm impressed. I mean, you can't go wrong for the money. $550 to the door with the servo eliminator. It's just a, I don't know. I think it's just a no-brainer. definitely worth the money, guys. Even if you have the stock exhaust, I think it's going to sound okay. I think you're going to get little Sandy over here. I think you're going to get a little nice sound out of it. Maybe a little bit quieter because of the stock exhaust. Like I said, I took the baffle out of the Akrapovic. This is an Akrapovic that would come from the factory from BMW. I guess it's Akrapovic made for BMW. I like the look. I wish it was a black one instead, but I still like the look, the design. So I'm happy. I knocked the baffle out, which is not much of a baffle, but I did knock it out. With the stock exhaust, I don't know how it would sound, but you know, like I said, for $550 and 2 hours worth of work, I didn't do the install because I'm not set up to do this stuff, and I just don't. That's not my cup of tea. I do a couple of them, but I just don't like doing them, to be honest with you. And yeah, so it was a 2-hour install. Even if you're a novice, you take your time. You're 2.5 hours, 3 hours tops, just kind of just chilling, just taking your time. I found no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going brain dead, trying to figure out which way I want to go. Nothing really, you know, like there's always something fiddly or something that's tough to get out. I guess the Ica would the only thing that would be a little bit fiddly to get out would be the servo motor, but you can work it on out. It's not a major deal. The exhaust comes out with the center stand, in between the center stand, no problem. It was a really easy job to do. Some guys tell you have to unclip the O2 sensors, but I didn't do that. I just kind of twisted them, and it didn't really put a bind in it. So I just, whatever. There's plenty of videos for doing that stuff. I just didn't want to do it. To me, it's a really good deal. $550 to the door, nice exhaust system, sounds really good with the Akrapovic from the factory. No droning, just a nice. Let's see, I'm at 6. You know, you get a little bit of noise when you're cruising, 70 miles an hour. No problem. It feels good. And power-wise, I can't tell any difference in power. I just know, I just think you definitely need to tune to get that, so you would know what the difference in power is. But weight savings of 10 pounds, I think that's pretty good. With all the stuff I have off this bike, I know I put crash bars on it, but with all the stuff I have on this bike, I think it's probably, I'm going to weigh it sometime. I'm going to figure out where I can weigh it. And yeah, let's see if we get on it a little bit. Yeah, it does sound good, guys. Yeah, where I can weigh it, because I'm thinking this thing weighs probably about 510 to 515 pounds, even with me putting the crash bars, because I've taken so much other stuff off of it. So I think that's a fairly good weight for a bike this big. You guys already, you've seen my last video going off-road. Well, that's not me going off-road anyway, so it's just, I was, but I wasn't really doing anything, because I wasn't even standing up on the bike. I stood a little bit. I just felt more secure, just so I can get my feet down real quick in case it went down. Anyway, I just think the weight of this bike is pretty good for this size bike. The power is nice. I can't wait to do a tune with the velocity stacks and the air filters. I'm going to have to, do a roll race with my buddy with the KTM and see what before and after, if I can run with him with the tune. But am I happy? Absolutely, guys. This is just real happy, very happy. You never know with the exhaust if it's going to be too loud. When you do a cold startup, the RPMs are up to about, I guess about 2,000. So it is kind of loud with the cold startup, but then, so your neighbors are going to hear it. But oh man, I'm liking it. Yes, sir. All right, guys. I guess that's it. I just wanted to, do a quick before and after. You guys, let me know what you think. The stock sounded okay, but it was just too quiet. I just think, to me, it's just perfect now. And I don't know if anybody has this set up with a Black Widow, with the Akrapovic, the BMW Akrapovic, with the baffle removed. And I don't know if anybody has this setup, but this is my setup, and it may be worth it for some of you other guys. You don't want to spend $2,000-$3,000 on a complete exhaust for basically no performance gain unless you tune it. And really, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I was just looking at the Akrapovic. I didn't realize that it has a big bread basket underneath it, or a bread box rather. It's just huge. It's huge. I don't know what's in it. I guess just baffles, but to me, what's the purpose of even going with that? I don't even get that. I'm not going to change the exhaust for that. Geez, if I want to keep that look, I would have just brought it to my buddy's place. We cut it open, get rid of the cat and the muffler, and just weld it back up, and you'd never even know the difference. But so to me, that's just a total waste of money. But listen, I know guys have done it; they're happy with it, but not me, man. That's just absolutely a total waste of money. I mean, I waste money all the time, but that's not me. Anyway, so this is my setup: Black Widow, factory Akrapovic for the BMW GS. You guys, let me know what you think. Does it sound good? Is it too loud? It doesn't belong on this type of bike. Whatever you guys think is fine with me. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. All right, guys, later.